Now, of all the places I've ever car camped, there is one place that I've always wanted to go back to. But before I tell you where that is, I want to get the car sorted first, because it's Thursday night, it's dinner time, and I'm hungry. That's as much as I need to do for tonight. But as for tomorrow, well, the plan is to go car camping at the very first place I ever car camped. But as for now, my dinner is cooked, so I will see you tomorrow after work. Well, I might have forgotten to take any cutlery to work with me today, but luckily I've got all my stuff in my car, so we are having a pot noodle in the car for our lunch. With that, we have finished work. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, and we are off to a rather lovely Minnis Bay. And you'll be pleased to hear that all of my warning lights from my dashboard have now gone. 2 of them are definitely fixed. 1 of them might come back, so we'll keep our fingers crossed that we make it to Minnis Bay without a warning light coming back on. Well, it's been a lovely drive down here. We're only 10 minutes away now. And with that, we are here, but I'm undecided if we're going to car camp here tonight or where I actually car camped last time, which was in the Minnis Bay car park. The only difference being here is completely free, Minnis Bay car park is not, but that car park does have a toilet, so I think we might drive there first anyway. Well, as you can tell, I have made the decision to stay in the car park, and I think when you look at a view like this, you would be to not stay here. This isn't the exact same spot I stayed in last time. I stayed over by the containers in more the middle of the car park, because last time I was a little bit more, I suppose, scared of where to park, and I didn't want to park where the vans were. But as you can see, there are actually quite a lot of vans and a couple of mohos here, so I'm going to be in company. The toilets aren't open all night. When I was here last time, it was closed by the time I got here, so I'm anticipating they will close probably quite soon. And it's for that reason, is the only reason why this wouldn't work as a park up for myself and Mrs. Hobbies. This is literally the type of park up that we absolutely love, but the toilet is always the issue for us. So the funny thing is, when I actually came down here last time, I didn't even come down on the beach, I don't think. I did a massive run. I ran a marathon down to Broadstairs and back, but I didn't actually come down here on the beach. This is absolutely magnificent. Mentioned a few times we're going to be doing something to Mrs. Hobby's little Nissan Micra, turn it into her own little stealth car camper. And I was just saying to her on text how nice this place is. She had the great idea, yeah, but couldn't we come here in both cars? And actually we totally can. So I think the point is we will come back here, but in our own cars. And actually that symbolically could be the great time where we do her first inaugural car camp. So yeah, keep an eye out. Hopefully that won't be too long, and this will motivate us to actually do it, to have such an awesome spot. This is absolutely marvellous. It is so nice out. Even the air is slightly warm. And I totally forgot to tell you, the engine warning light didn't come back on again. This would be the main prom where parking is allowed, just not motor caravans. But all this part here is massively on the wonk. But on the other side of the road, well, that is flat. It's not as sea view, but I could quite happily stay there as well in the future. I think we've pretty much seen all that Minnis Bay and Birchington has to offer. There was a rather nice looking fish and chip shop, but I do have something excellent in the car for my dinner tonight. But I think as for now, we're approaching about 7:30. I think we're going to start turning around and heading back along the seafront. Well, as you can probably tell, I haven't quite made it back to the car just yet. I found another really lovely spot just to sit down, soak in the last of the sun, enjoy the views and chill out. It's lovely. Well, it's certainly not often I find a park up like this where you can be so open and unstealth. It's a bit like being at a campsite, but rather than 25 quid, you're paying £6, well £7. No facilities, mind. Well, at night time, there's a couple of campers next to us, a couple of women out front having a bottle of wine on the table, proper setup. I'm half tempted to cook my food outside actually, but I won't. I'll cook it within the confines of the car, but with the boot open to enjoy the view. It's lovely. So when I did my very first car camp here, that was before I filmed my car camps, and what was funny was it was the only car camp I've ever done where I had proper boy racers in the car park. They were doing donuts literally right next to me and scaring the absolute bejeebers out of me. It's so funny. I've never had a problem with boy racers ever since, literally just that one. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen tonight. I think I might have spoke too soon. Well, I've been enjoying the view for far too long, and it is now 9 o'clock, so I really need to eat. And with that, we've put on all the blackouts, only loosely, because park ups like this, it really doesn't matter if there's light bleed, but we need to eat now. So as a nod to how I used to car camp, the meal for tonight is the good old-fashioned canned meal excellence with a lovely pack of long grain rice. Now the only difference with how I'm doing this as opposed to how I used to do it is that I no longer cook on gas and I now cook on electric. Now the thing I absolutely love about this old style of cooking is that you literally just chuck everything in the pan and whack it on. And there you go, one absolute monster portion of food. To be honest, I absolutely love this type of food, and I'm surprised I don't probably do it more often when I go car camping nowadays. I mean, nowadays, because I've got this nice frying saucepan thing, I enjoy making proper meals. Maybe that's how I've adapted over the years. I started off with simple pimple canned food and stuff like this, and then as I've evolved, I've got better equipment and I can cook nicer meals. But it is nice to do this. Right, dinner is served. This here is a new item that I'm using today. I didn't think I'd be able to use it on car camps because it's actually a pump, but I hadn't realised it came with a light as well. So I'm testing it today to see how bright it is, and actually that's it only on its half setting. I think it's pretty cool. Now, something else I can do tonight that I don't normally do, I can take my rubbish over to the bin now, because there's so many people here. It doesn't matter if anyone sees my door open and my lights on, because everyone else is sleeping here too. Well, it's equally not very often I get to sit here at night with my car door wide open. There's 3 campers left that side. Those 2 women are still on that side as well. And there's a car in the corner with his lights on full blast, which is always strange. I'm pretty sure there's a word that begins with D. And if I'm sitting in the car park with my door open and my light on, I think that's code for something, so I'm going to have to shut my door, I suspect. But before I do that, there's something that I want to do, and that many years ago I bought this running head torch. I've never actually used it, which I don't think I have, and as it's so dark outside, I think I might go for a little wander down the beach and see how well it lights stuff up. Well, those honky horns that you heard while we were out walking was a couple of cars who I think were being welcoming to the van lifers in the car park. They were like saying, "Hello, welcome to our car park. We hope you sleep well." Of course, that does probably mean that there will be some kind of disturbance later on. And yes, look. Our little friend is back. Well, there's some strange singing, I think, going on in the car park now, but I think that might be coming from the restaurant. There's no cars opposite anymore, so it has to be the restaurant. But it is almost 12:30, and to be honest, I'm feeling absolutely shattered. So I am going to put my trusty little CPAP on and put my little earplugs in, and we are going to go to Kip. So yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Well, it's safe to say that last night I had the best night's sleep that I've had in a very long time. I slept so well. I think a solid 5.5 hours, which for me at the minute is pretty amazing. And I was wrong. There was no more horns, no more boy raisers, no anything. It was a perfectly peaceful and quiet night. And even now, it's so calm and so chill. There's just people walking past with their dogs, and it's just a really nice hot morning. And of course, there is no better way to start your day than with a proper cup of coffee. Oh, perfect. This is lovely. Well, we're about 2 miles out, but I'm going to turn around here and head back, and that'll be about 4 miles in total, so it's not bad at all, considering it is really hot. I didn't take any water out with me either. So yes, let's head back. This is hard. I think the heat is certainly making a difference to this run, so we are applying the logic of run a bit, walk a bit, run a bit, walk a bit. I'm beginning to wonder if there's such a thing as being too relaxed. I don't really want to do anything. I can't stop just lying down and doing nothing and just enjoying the atmosphere. It's very nice. Although sadly, all good things must come to an end, and as it's just gone past noon, I suppose I'd best be getting myself home. And with that, we are all packed up and ready to go home. So I hope you've enjoyed my little trip down memory lane to the first place I ever car camped. And unlike me, where I don't normally go to a place twice, I'll actually be back here again a third time, but with Mrs. Hobbies and her Nissan Micra car camper. So yes, until next time, take care.